With the new year comes new goals, and if homeownership is a part of your goal for 2022, I'm going to share today 5 things you must know to prepare and be ready to hit this goal. Number 1, starting with your credit, or better said, knowing where you stand with your credit. You see, your credit score and your credit report is how lenders determine what kind of risk you represent. Hundreds and thousands of dollars are being lent out, and they want to make sure that that money is going to be paid back. And one tool that they use to determine this is your credit score. So very simple, keep in mind the 30% rule. Whenever you have credit card debt, if possible, pay it down to 30% of the actual limit, and that tends to give your score a little bit of a boost. But also, don't be surprised. Many people nowadays, they check their credit through their phone. There's apps everywhere. Almost every banking institution gives you some sort of credit tracker that also gives you a score. But please note, that score is not what we actually use in lending. The report that we use is a residential credit report, so it's way different. So don't be surprised if your app tells you you have an 800 credit score, and then when you actually get a residential credit report pulled, it shows a 680. That doesn't mean your score dropped, it's just a whole different scoring system. Number 2, know your survival number. It's really important. Picture this. Every major corporation and business in America tracks their money. And unfortunately, with families, that is not always the case. So number 2, you need to know what the survival number is for your family. Picture your family as a company. And what I mean when it comes to survival number, I'm talking about non-negotiable expenses. Your rent, your car loan, your insurance, your groceries. These are things that you must generate revenue for in order to keep your family running and moving forward. Now, your survival number is not to be confused with non-essential spending. Picture this. If the economy got tight, I'm probably not going to cut my hair as often. I'm probably not going to go do my nails. I might eliminate my gym membership. Those are what I mean by non-essential. And it's really important that you as a family know how much money is coming into your household and how much money is exiting through the survival number, because that difference is what's going to lead us to a comfortable monthly mortgage payment. Number 3, it's important to count the money. We need to know how much is at your disposal to determine how much we have to play with. So how much is in the checking account? How much in the savings? Do you have a 401k? And if so, do you have access to that? As some 401ks will allow you to take a distribution known as a hardship withdrawal in order to buy a home. Do you have cryptocurrency that you could liquidate in order to meet this goal? Or the most popular is their family members. Family wants you to succeed, and sometimes there are family members that are willing to gift you for your down payment. Number 4, you got to take a leap of faith. I remember buying my first home. I wasn't really clear on where to start and how to do things. So you want to meet with a licensed mortgage professional so that you can come up with a game plan and know exactly where you stand, what you qualify for, what payments you're eligible for, how much cash is going to be required. Are you eligible for down payment assistance programs? You want to take that step of faith in order to determine what you can do. One of the biggest mistakes I see people do is nothing. Doing absolutely nothing will not get you any closer to the goal of homeownership. Number 5, you need to connect with a licensed real estate professional. You see, you heard that saying, knowledge is power. It couldn't be any truer nowadays, but the downside is that with so much information online, too much knowledge can be overwhelming. So it's critical to sit down with a licensed real estate professional so that they can help you determine what area you should be targeting based on your price point, or based on what school you want to go to, what is the crime rate over here versus over here. These are important things that you may not be able to get just from an online service, but an experienced licensed professional can break this down for you. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things you need to know if your goal is to be a homeowner in 2022. And like always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, send us an email, send us a text. We're at your service.